But yeah, go for it. Put on makeup.
I'm not, can't put me on.
Why
Can you imagine me putting on makeup?
You still have to do my makeup, and I still have to do your makeup.
Nah, I can't really see that being.
I want it to be a thing. You said you did in a previous stream. I can go back and find the footage if you want.
Oh, just because that means
Of course it
nothing,
does.
girl. That means absolutely nothing.
It does. Everything. It means everything.
Doesn't mean anything.
How about I put lipstick on you right now?
No, you're not putting anything on.
We
I don't
can have
approve.
matching lips. It would be amazing.
Matching lips. Are you serious?
Matching lips.
Hey, Charlie, how's things?
Hello.
People joining us mid conversation are like, oh yeah, what are these guys talking about? We're talking about putting lipstick on me.
Yes.
I
How
don't
many
think it
likes?
would be very
How
good
many
to.
likes?
How many likes? 0.
Okay, so I get to put
0 likes. Oh no, sorry, no, I mean 5 million likes.
5 million likes.
5 million likes.
Okay, guys,
Lipstick,
you know what to
lipstick on
do?
my face.
Share it like crazy. 5 million likes. We get to put this on Alan's lips.
It's DM
And we get to have twinning lips.
Should we share this into some groups? People, if you're watching this, feel free to share the stream. That'd be super vicious.
Make
Is that
everyone
even a
like
word?
it. 5, how many?
Huh? I need 5 million.
5 million likes.
You're not
and
even
I get
talking to the microphone, lady.
I am.
You're not. You're talking
I am.
above it.
No. You look at Streamlabs, it is picking me up.
Sibulski, how are you, my friend?
Hello. You make an unreasonable amount of likes, like probably something you wouldn't reach, but like not 5 million because that's unreasonable.
No,
I'm not putting.
I'm not putting lipstick on my face or my lips for that matter.
What?
I'm not doing that on live stream. All right, to make you happy, I will do it sometime in the foreseeable future. Foreseeable is probably not the great word to use there. Sometime in the future. That could be like 5 years down the line. It could be 2 years down the line. I mean,
Could it be in like 5 minutes time?
Thank you very much, Charlie. That was a lot of fun, man. RDS was great. Hey, Kane, how are you? Hey, Kimo. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Hope you guys are doing great too. How is the stream? That is my streaming software. You just saw the folder of. See that anymore? Quick check to see are all streams working fine. They are indeed. 5,000 likes. Okay,
and I get to put this on your lips.
5,000 likes, and Alana gets to put lipstick on my face.
Yes.
That's all she wants to do. Hello, Tikon. Or Tiki, Tikon, Tiki, same thing. Kyle. What's the crack? Nothing much. How about you? All good, and stream quality looks all good. Thank you, Kimo. Hello, Pan Carl's Mr. Nitra. I think I butchered that.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do tonight, guys? What do we do? Some drift. Share. Alana, could you do me a favor and share the stream into some set across the groups? Oh, 1 second. It's my. What am I looking for? Streamlabs. I'm gonna lurk in the background since I'm playing some GTA at the same time. Nice. You playing GTA 5? GTA 5? Reminds me of that Twitch streamer.
Get that F.
GTA 5?
Get the
Do you play Carrick's Drift Racing online? Muck. I actually bought it recently, right? And I was playing it at Lana's house with the controller, and I have to say, it is good fun. Pretty good fun. Can I be?
Now is not the time to get an itchy nose. Why? Right on the inside at the very tip.
Your nose?
Yeah. Is there tissue where I can just like whack it?
What should we do?
Carol,
What should we do? Tour server still up. Thing that I can scroll up. Alright, we could do
just dab it
T Street.
Gee. Yeah.
It's testing.
Oh no, there's it's gonna itchy.
What are you doing?
My face has gone itchy, so I'm stabbing it with a brush to like try and cure the itchiness.
Alana had to go upstairs to put on her makeup. She wanted to stream.
Not decent.
I'll do a bit of practice for competition tomorrow. Hello, Joe. Can you do a favor there and stream? Not stream, so share
You're streaming.
onto my personal profile. Try and get
Where do
as
I
many
find the
people.
link?
Huh? How many people do we have on Facebook?
Yes.
Usually it says the top left corner. Either there's no one actually watching it. No,
There
Shay
must
is.
be.
Howdy, Shay. Yeah, usually it
Pretty
states.
weird.
Yeah, no, I don't like to do layout for Facebook streaming. But it's actually fine, you know, but it's just different. It just takes a bit to get used to.
Different.
It says 6 there now. So what will change to my profile? Just give me 1 second, Don. Should have said something. Got a new follower. I don't know who it is, or not a new follower, but some notification popped through. I'm missing something.
Gloves.
Gloves.
Are you?
Yeah. I need to move the headset first.
Share to a group.
What's that?
The share to a group.
Yeah. No, just use the share. So the share. Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think it's a rift.
Not that one.
What about the one?
No, that's fine now.
Okay.
No bother sharing anymore now.
Okay.
Something missing from my screen. Oh yeah, all the icons and stuff.
Joe said I will make your S15 on Torque Drift. I can tag you on Instagram.
Yeah, sure. I don't have an S15 personally. I have an S14, but the same car is S15. Portrait Tour.
Say hi, Shay from Kyle. Hi, Sean Finn. Hey, Shay. Hey, Kyle. Daniel, I'm drunk right now, but I think I'll make it tonight.
You're drunk? What? Damn. The only people that are drunk around here. Well, definitely not me, because I don't get drink. Control L. It's the other people.
I have two options. I have Jack and Coke this side of me, right here. And I have Rosé over here. It's like, which one? Which one do I go for?
Victor, apparently it's Paul. Oh man, you get so much air going over that jump. Howdy, Jamie.
There's no makeup.
Oh yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, that's very nice. Very nice. Very nice and soft.
Oi, oi.
Oh, give me some space.
You're not allowed to have any
Space at all.
no space.
So, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm pretty happy. I finished third in a recent competition we just finished up earlier.
And qualified ninth in some other.
Yeah, we qualified for
There's
a
too
competition
many
called
competitions.
Racing By, which is like a Belarus competition on this particular track. Fortunately, I didn't do the greatest qualifying. Got ninth. At 90 qualifying, so it was okay, but that score got us second in qualifying for the real tournament, real drivers tournament, which is like another section. Howdy, Brian. Right, gotta see ya.
Aloha.
I don't know, every time I hear Aloha, I just think of Lilo and Stitch.
Really? I think of Moana. I don't know why. I don't think it's Aloha is ever said in it. I just always think of Moana and her grandma.
Then again, it might be because I'm older than you. Lilo and Stitch was like a...
I used to watch Lilo and Stitch. I loved Lilo and Stitch. Don't even say it's because you're
I
older.
just can picture a little kid, like, going Aloha, you know, to do the dance.
Yeah, that's why I think of Moana, because they're like, because of her nan is the crazy lady of the village, of the island. Does like dance.
Fair enough.
And now I have a song from The Little Mermaid stuck in my head. Under the sea.
A tree. Well, that's kind of ironic. Tree. That's kind of ironic. But no, I mean tree. You know, like number 3, and we said the number 3, and we pronounce it as tree. When
Oh, okay. What, you got this. What is the car mods?
World Drift Tour. WDT. You can find it on their Facebook page. If you type in World Drift Tour, you can find it on Facebook. As if you're on Facebook. Yeah, you're on Facebook. Many cars. 800 horsepower mod pack. I'm driving, lady.
When you're done. Smells. Tips to maintain proximity with the lead car the entire track. Also some tips to initiate behind the lead car as close as possible.
Initiation is kind of a tough one because like they're really relying on the lead car to do their job, which is to like initiate like efficiently.
Wait.
Yeah, it smells like strawberries or something. It's making me hungry. Proximity track. I mean, you kind of need to preempt their initiation. You kind of figure out how to initiate once you chase a particular person quite often. You can kind of time it right. You'll notice patterns of when you can initiate, how they're going to do stuff, and you just kind of replicate what they're doing. Like, to actually do it properly, you kind of need to be able to know what to do on the spot, because everyone does something different. We tried playing in VR, like Adriel. I don't own a VR headset. I haven't actually tried to drift with a VR headset, so I've done the rallycross, alright, some motorsport shows and stuff, but I don't actually own one. I would like to own one, alright, to practice like tracks and stuff like that, real life stuff to kind of get a better immersion. But yeah, simply the reason why I don't have a VR headset is just I just simply cannot justify the cost of one right now.
I remember trying on a VR headset with Assetto in it, and I was just like freaking out. I was in it for like 2 months. I was like, I cannot deal with this like realism. Like, get me out.
Yeah.
No, it was so trippy.
It works for some people. Some people say that they've had a VR headset. I've heard this from several even drivers, and they say, no, it's not for them.
Hi, is there anywhere that lists your setup? Yeah, if you go on his Discord, he has a setup card, and you can find it there. All he's like set up, what he has, his wheel, his pedals, everything that he has is in this card under.
Yeah,
page.
so on Twitch it has it, but the steering wheel has actually changed. It used to be a T500 RS. I now have a T300 RS.
I told you to change that a couple of days ago. Have you?
But I don't go on to Twitch. Twitch is not my like main my main account, so I don't really think of it. I've also got an FAQ thing to fill out there, which you very kindly did upload there for me.
You still haven't done the FAQ.
Nope.
I did that months ago.
Yep.
Yes.
But yeah, I have Fanatec pedals, Trustmaster T300 RS steering wheel with a custom steering wheel, well, an adapter with a steering wheel on it, and Trustmaster shifter, but it's pretty basic otherwise.
What track is this?
It's called Staiki or something like that. It's a track in Belarus. It's actually a new enough circuit. It's their first ever race circuit in Belarus, which is kind of cool. Like, we're even lucky in Ireland to have a race circuit. In Belarus they didn't have one. They were using like car parks and stuff. It's nuts. I suppose though they're kind of close to neighbouring countries that do have race circuits, so I don't think they're that far out of the way. It's still kind of cool.
Did I say Discord when I meant
You meant to say
Twitch?
probably Twitch, yeah.
I think I might have said Discord and I meant Twitch. The card is on Twitch, not Discord.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
the card is on Twitch in the setup section at the bottom.
I realised my mistake.
And I missed wording. No biggie.
Yeah. That's how tired I am. How much alcohol I don't have in me. And no better. Everyone would love to give the VDC S14 a go. He says, hopefully soon, every single time this question is asked. It's never coming.
It probably will get released. I have to say probably because I
Eventually.
actually do not know when it will. Like, I do not have an answer. So,
You, T-Con, and Element are really good and really consistent in the chase position. And that's simple.
what's that?
You, T-Con, and Element are really good and really consistent in the chase position. Alejandro said.
Yeah, no, they're pretty stellar in their chase. Like, they're just pretty stellar in general. Like, they are right now. I think they're like the top of like the sim drifting stuff. And like, it's hard to stay up there because you get to a point. Cause I mean, I was there at one point as well with the sim drifting stuff up at the top, like them winning event and stuff. And it's kind of hard to stay up there because like people like them for me kind of came up as well. So like for me, I'm just happy to kind of stay with them to some extent. like stay on their heels, still be able to like push them around the track and tandem with them. Many people that come and go, I suppose, they never really be able to stay up there. So, because at the end of the day, like you kind of have to accept when you're a driver that there's someone that's out there better than you, or has got more money, or you know, something like that is going to come along, and you just have to accept the fact that you're going to get beaten. So.
Do you have a setup tutorial?
What's that?
Do you have a setup tutorial?
No, I don't have a setup tutorial.
Okay.
I've been meaning to make one for people. I've been asked many, many times.
Did you choose the Fanatec pedals because Trustmaster ones are pants?
No, I've had these Fanatec pedals since I had my old Fanatec Porsche wheel. Bought these back like 6 or 7 years ago. And these have a load cell, so that's why. Load cell is probably the biggest thing for me, and the fact I can invert them. Otherwise, I'll probably still be Trustmaster ones, because the Trustmaster ones are actually okay. Well, the ones that are originally the T500RS ones, which are like the T3 EA Pro or whatever.
Okay. Alan, you're good at translating bad English, and I'm not the best at it, so do you want to take over in figuring out is T-Con running there?
I can't hear what you're saying, you have to talk way louder.
This? Can you... I'm not good at using bad
Oh,
English anywhere.
They're doing this competition tomorrow with me, yes, but I don't know if they're not driving here right now.
Okay. Hope that answers that.
Oh, that was a weird left foot brake for me.
That sounded really weird. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Itchy head.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm really hungry right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of peckish. Did I eat anything before I had dinner?
What's that?
I think I had one bueno before dinner.
Oh.
That's all I ate today. I had a lot of chips though. Have I eaten since? No. No.
Well, like one row of the Bueno, the Kinder
No,
Bueno?
I had the 2 rows of like the one Kinder Bueno.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had the chicken burger and the chips.
I actually wonder how they're actually made, those Buenos. Like, the stuff on the inside, what actually is it? Is it like...
Why don't you hit up Ferrero Rocher and ask? Wait, they're not made by Ferrero Rocher.
Oh, no, I think...
Or are they?
No, I think Kinder is a separate company. Ferrero Rocher is owned, is it by...
Nutella.
Yes, that's true.
Yep. I think they have like a part in something else that's really big as well though. Oh, I really want to look that up.
Oh, damn it. I
Looking
should
that up.
preempted that.
I'm looking up.
Oi, Lindo. Who's Lindo? Gutto. Who's Lindo?
They're the best chocolate bar.
Which are?
They're my favorite. Bueno, of
Bueno.
course.
Oh, no, I love Kinder in general. Kinder Maxi, like, you know, the kids like
Kinder Bueno is the best.
chocolate and white chocolate.
Is the best of Kinder. Okay. Is the best of anything.
So what is chat's favorite chocolate, right? If you're a chocolate lover, what would be your go-to chocolate bar?
Lindo
Obviously, like,
is like
every
beautiful.
country has different brands of chocolate, though. Like here in Ireland, the UK, we've got the Cadbury, which I think is the best chocolate hands down. Cadbury's the best chocolate
You don't
hands
really like Nestle, do you?
down. Nestle?
Yeah.
No, I don't really like Nestle. Smarties.
What about
Mars or Twix.
what about Galaxy?
Galaxy. Oh, Galaxy's good.
I
Probably
think it's
wouldn't be
too
up-
soft sometimes. I'm just like, no.
For me, it leaves like a weird taste at the back of my
Mars
mouth.
or Twix?
Mars or Twix. Dare I say,
I'd
I've
be
never
more-
tried a Twix bar. I've
What?
never tried a Twix bar or a Mars bar. I'll say that once. I've never tried it.
Who
But that
are
might-
you?
That might be my eating problem.
What
thing,
am
though.
I dating? The Kinder Egg things are.
Kinder Egg things, yeah. They're the best. I love getting the
You
little
love
toy.
the
after.
toys. I had to get him a Kinder Egg Maxi Surprise for Easter as an Easter egg,
Oh, that's all I wanted.
and all he wanted, like, and he was going on and on and on about it. I'm pretty sure his sister ended up with the toy.
What?
I
What
can
did
see
I?
it. It's
It
over
was
there.
literally
I
the
can
only thing I wanted for Easter was one of those eggs, like you said, and like, and she was giving up mad about how much it costs. Sure, it was only like
€21
€18.
was reduced to 18. I mean, I'm sorry, like my egg was nearly half the price. I love Dame. I got Dame egg. Love Dame. Dame, however you want to pronounce it. It's controversial topic. Dame or Dime.
Where could you find the track link? That's a good question, actually. I'm not really sure.
I was looking up Ferrero Rocher.
I think Frere Rocher means something like Nutella. I don't know why.
No, it doesn't. Ferrero Rocher is a
No.
chocolate hazelnut confectionery. I cannot speak. Confectionery produced by the Italian chocolatier Ferrero, because his name was Ferrero.
Oh, so Frere is the main company. Frere Rocher is like yeah. Oh well, like Frere Rocher is my favorite. It's my dad's favorite. My favorite dad's. It's my
What is-
dad's favorite chocolate.
Your
They
favorite
need to
dad?
A man Kinder egg, so you can buy get
Rated
car
by
parts instead of
Ferrero.
toys. Chunky, I think you're onto something there, man. Like,
Yeah, his name was Pietro Ferrero.
okay, it's a fun fact of the day.
Yes. You know, he makes Nutella. What else? The brands Nutella, Raffaello, Tic Tac. I did not know he made Tic Tacs. Thornton's,
Tic Tac.
Kinder Surprise, Kinder Chocolate, Kinder Bueno, Kinder
Oh, so he did.
Joy. Yes, I was right.
So Kinder, Frere Rocher, Nutella,
Ferrero
Tic Tac are all the
Touche,
same company.
Ferrero Rocher, Moncherry, Pocket Coffee, Kebler, Famous Amos, and Royal Danch. I was right. Ha! I knew it. Freaking knew it. Okay, my hair is just sticking to every. Okay. Oh, by the way, Lindo means beautiful, or it's like beautiful.
Ah, some Brazilian. Well, okay, Gudo is Brazilian. Brazilian is practically Portuguese, isn't it? I think it is. Isn't that how the language is?
Portugal. I got this cardigan in Portugal.
Oh. Kinder egg with a 226 wing and it from S15 would be great right now.
Yeah, because they need to make a man Kinder Egg that you can get car parts instead of toys.
Yeah. In your opinion,
How have sim racing affect your real driving skills? It helps.
I think it helps in
Learning the track layout.
the layout
And where
more
to
so
go
than
and where
anything.
to be.
Yeah, like I've been doing sim stuff for so long that when I got into the car, I already knew when to left foot brake and when to handbrake and chasing and stuff. So I wouldn't be the best candidate to know that, or to turn around and say, oh yeah, when I first learned how to left foot brake in the sim, when I applied it in the car is exactly the same. Because for me, when I learned it all before I started doing the real thing, if that makes sense. Wait.
I have to comment on this. It said, buy a Twix, bite both ends off, and suck a tea or coffee through it.
I think I've heard of that before, but like I said, I don't eat Twixes.
Yeah, but I like, you also don't drink tea or coffee. But
True.
I do, and I couldn't do that. The only thing I used to be able to dip in tea or coffee before used to be rich tea biscuits. Gone totally off rich tea biscuits. The only thing I can do now in coffee is, you know, the Lotus coffee biscuits you can buy and like deals, and they used to like come with coffees and stuff and like Costa and stuff before. I remember them from being young, and my mom would have them and I'd always get the biscuit because she never wanted it. Started buying those again because they came into shops, and oh my god, it's just life. It is life. I hate, like, I can't be at home and have a coffee without the coffee biscuits, but I can have a coffee here, no bother without the biscuits. Don't know what it is.
See, being at my house means you're not going to gain as much weight from eating biscuits.
I know, I still gain weight though because you feed me chocolate. And I don't work out here, and I work out at home. And I don't go on 3 walks a day with my dog here, but I do at home. So
This track is called Stikey. It's I've got it on the Racing by Discord, so maybe if you search in Racing BY, you might be able to get the Discord link or something that way. Not sure exactly.
Ooh.
Guto, my
That I
voice and
don't know
camera
why
at the same time.
yeah.
Not sure what that's all about.
And other people comment, are the voice and camera not at the same time? Is there a delay? Okay, there is Portuguese being spoken, I think. What's the track called again?
It's called Stikey. Staiki. She's writing that down.
S-T-A-I-K.
Hi. Well done, you can spell Stikey. I think that's how you pronounce it too. I could be completely wrong.
Stacky? If I saw that, I'd say Stacky?
Oh.
Staik? I cannot talk. I can't even English today, nor mind other languages. These track names. Okay. Let's give you the basics doing sim drifting. Definitely recommend a younger viewer to get into sim if you're planning to do the real drifting in the future. Guto said, I mean your voice leave and after 3 seconds your mouth start working.
Oh my god.
That is a big delay.
Is that actually the case? Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, Guto, are you sure there's not something wrong? Oh, you're interested. Okay, fair enough. I was thinking maybe is it like a PC problem or something like that, you know, like a monitor. Not a bad monitor, but like
a delay.
I don't know. Like yeah, but obviously there's a delay, like maybe a bad cable or something. I don't know what delay.
Oof, I need to buy a T300 as soon as possible. My stupid T27 broke on me. Ouch.
Oh, ouch, running wide. I just took some of the words that you just said and just regurgitated them.
Yeah. Yeah, here is normal. Guto said I buy a new computer, LMAO.
What's that?
I buy a new computer, LMAO. Buy a new internet. Okay.
But Guto, like for your when you're buying computer stuff, because I know in Brazil isn't it like 100% import tax or something like that?
What?
Yeah. So if you import something in out of side Brazil, you have to pay the exact cost of what it's worth on top of that again. So it's like double the cost. It's actually crazy.
My heart is breaking. Ouch.
So like, oh my god, I got a weird FPS lag. Do you have to do that stuff for like computer equipment as well?
That should be illegal. Yeah. That should be illegal.
It's crazy. I was watching
The biggest doof.
Yeah.
I mean, with 500 euros, you buy.
You buy a car. Oh, that's funny.
Started reading that before, like I read the sentence properly. I was like, should probably not like say that out loud.
Yeah. Oof.
Oof. The biggest oof. Thought it was gonna be something to do with computers. Nope. Keep
It's funny.
hitting.
Very funny.
But for us, everything is expensive. Like per month working here, you gain like.
2015, I suppose, is like Republican dollars.
I don't know.
Oh, someone has broken a Lana. What is she? What's she read? Victor's getting away with me.
Oh. So, working for a month, you gain like 1,015, but a 1066 gigabyte is like 1,500.
Oh, okay.
Ouch.
That's rough. Girl in house is cheaper than getting into sim drifting. Oh, I've got both, unfortunately.
You don't have a house.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't have a
Yeah,
house.
come back in a couple of years and you might be able to say that.
Oh whoa, you're presuming stuff already. Jeez, woman.
I mean, I'm saying in a couple of years down the line you might have a house, you might not.
All right.
That's why you might be able to say it. If you manage to keep a girl, we'll see. This girl, we'll see.
Or it'll be another one.
That would break you.
In Dominican Republic.
We pay
Republic,
tax on
sorry, Republic.
everything
My
over
bad.
$200.
I mean, that's not too bad. Like, we pay taxes on anything. We pay. Well, no, we pay. No, I don't really know how it works in Ireland. It's funny, I know more about other countries, but I don't really know about Ireland. Like, if we import in something, let's say outside of Europe, and it's over, is there 100 euros or something, we pay 20% on top of it or something like that. But if it's less than 100 euros, like a t-shirt, like let's say if you bought a shirt or something from the States, you don't really get charged much.
Oh,
Huh?
remember the whitening strips I was looking at on Amazon.com? They were like
The whitings.
the whitening strips.
Oh, the whitening strips.
They were $44.95, and then if I wanted to pay for them to come to Ireland, I'd have to pay for delivery and a customs or import fee of another like $26, and I was just like, I am not paying like $65
For whitening strips.
for a couple of whitening strips. No.
Sorry, Alan, I don't think the chat understands what a whitening strip is, so you'll either have to explain it or else we'll change the subject.
Okay, so a whitening strip
Oh.
is basically, it's like a strip, and you put it on,
your teeth.
You like peel off the back and you put it on your teeth and you leave it there for like whatever the box, however like the length of time the box tells you to, and then you take it off and your teeth like become whiter.
Okay, changing of
Basically.
subject, because that's, sorry Lana, it was boring.
You're boring.
Boring.
You're boring.
Yes, with €1,000 you could buy a house, a sim, and a dog. A shitty E36 costs like a minimum €1,600. Well, in fairness, here in Ireland anyway, E36s are starting to gain money. They're starting to gain in popularity. Well,
How
cost.
much are they now?
I don't know. I bought my one.
Like 13 years ago?
Yeah, back in 2009 for like £600, and then they dropped down to like.
Pounds.
Yeah, I bought it from the north, and sold it for a little bit more money, but then they started to drop a lot of money, a lot of costs. You were able to buy an E36 at one stage, like a 325 for like €200 or something.
Buy a Chevette.
Chevette, yeah, we don't get them. We don't really get them over here.
Yeah. If you have a race car, you don't own a house because that's eating all your money.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I still live with my parents, and I'm 24, so that kind of says where I'm at with that.
Yeah, but I'm 22 and also still live
Yeah,
at
but
home,
that's
so-
normal. But at 24, like, you should be already married and stuff like that, you know?
What? 2 years difference, you should be married. There's a proposal on live stream.
What? No.
Much corruption here.
I don't know. Lana. Oh, he spelled your Lana wrong.
Yeah, everyone does.
Doesn't matter. So many ways to spell it. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, there's like 8 different ways.
How you feel dating with Peter Parker from Spider-Man? Peter Parker. What was the?
Can we do a live Spider-Man kiss?
No, thank you. I'd have to somehow put myself upside down, which is fairly difficult.
No, I just have. So I'd be upside down rather than you, because that would be easier to like actually do.
Okay.
Guto, get in the bin, bro. Oof. Kick. Hi, Nathan. I'm not 24. You should be married. That's. Why are you making up numbers?
Oh, I don't. Yeah.
Why 24? That's such a
Oh, frick, I'm
specific
stuck in the fence.
number. Age.
24. Well, at 24, you should already have a job for a couple of years. I still don't have. Well, I have one now, I suppose, but.
Yeah.
Oh, she's sour.
Wait, what like age were your parents when they got married? Were they 24?
55. Oh, I messed up the initiation so bad. I don't
What?
know. Oh, I don't know what age they were. I can't remember. I don't really. Oh, were you trying to get away from me, Dennis?
Like, I'm admin here, I will ban you from everything. Kappa. James
Ian
Seahurst,
versus
Alan Hines.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Mammy. My mom has arrived with pizza. Oh, I got pizza, guys. Ugh.
We got pizza.
We'll do an eating live stream now, shall we?
Selfish. Alan, are you robot or
Fantastic.
human?
Huh?
Are you robot or human?
A bit of both. No, I'm only human.
London houses prices are F, so I'll just continue to spend my money on cars and parts.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in renting here in Ireland, for sure.
Yes, there is.
Your dog. Oh,
No.
your cat. What? No, no one fed the cat.
But he wasn't screaming for food, so we didn't.
Sorry, people, if this makes you hungry. I'm starving. But yeah, the pizza. This is no ordinary pizza. This is not pineapple. This is just plain margarita. That's it.
Because Alan's weird. Give me a piece.
Give you a piece. How many pieces would you like? I can send it in post. In the post.
Imagine that, it'd be moldy. Gross.
Mm-hmm.
How disgusting you are, Peter. I hate you. I mean, you'd think he'd put a bit of meat on it, but no, he has to go be vegetarian.
The story for another time, I suppose. My eating thing.
What you doing?
Just checking. So yeah, we've gone from drift simulator to eating simulator. Ah, that was a good joke, huh?
Huh?
Yeah. Like that. What do I want to open up? So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
The chat?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I can't remember where
It's
it
with
is.
Google.
Oh yeah. Meat feast.
Yeah.
I don't. Do we get that? What's that?
Meat
What's the
feast
meat?
is like a bunch of different meats on top of the pizza, and it usually has like a different base as well. Barbecue base, I think. Aloha. So it has like sausage, pepper. Sometimes like chicken and. What? Oh, I think Brian has.
Yeah,
Oof.
he's got some sauce on Guro. This is a public server. I think it is. Yeah. Well, it is because I got into it without a password. It's on a track called Staiki, S-T-A-I-K-I. Get it on one of the Discord channels by Racing By. Happy dude, I don't see a girl like 1.5 years. Tomorrow my girlfriend will come to my home. Oh. Ah, that's awesome, Guro. Like, obviously with COVID, we weren't able to hang out.
You should
And
have heard. Like, too long.
she could not
I was so needy.
deal with us
Hanging
anymore.
over video. And I was like, no, you gotta come. Yes, and I will disappear for 3 weeks.
Oh, BMW into it.
Yo, if you Alan, I swear I love you.
I'm out. Oh. What is server I will join? Actually, no, what's his name? My mouse is not working again. Oh, it is. Server is called Works. Excuse me. No, if they just type in racing.by, they'll find us. Yeah, do that. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I mean, photo mode. It looks like Origin Labo over fenders with like.
Up. Tea time? Always tea time.
It looks like Bean Sports, but I don't think it's Bean Sports.
The real question is, do I have coffee? Do I have a can of Coke? Do I have Jack? Do I have West Coast Rosé?
Hmm.
My options. I don't want tea. Coffee, can of Coke, Jack and West Coast Rosé.
Well, if you're getting a can of Coke, can you get me one as well? Because I would like one. What?
Okay. But
Please.
what am I having?
I can't tell you what to have.
Yeah, what do you think I should have?
West Coast Cooler, they don't even promoting alcohol on the stream is probably not a good thing.
We have this alcohol. Pretty pink alcohols.
Not even alcohol. Where's your Jack Daniels?
We're in Cork.
We're down south in Cork.
Jack Daniels. There is coffee. And there is a can of Coke. Which do I have, people? Debate. Oh, I wish I could do a vote in the chat. That would be cool. Everyone votes.
You can do that, or you can do a poll and stuff, but
Not in the chat, surely. What? I can? Oh. I don't know how to do that, though.
oh, not as you have to be moderator or something. You can do it in Twitch anyway. I just don't have any of that stuff enabled because I don't really, I don't really have a.
You can do it, but you can't do it.
Or I could create one of those poll pages.
The chat won't tell me what to drink.
Oh, hold on.
The chat speak.
What's that?
Chat won't tell me what to drink.
Of course they're not. They don't know. They're
Lol
like,
cool? Non-lol cool?
let's say just get a drink.
Yeah.
coffee. People are saying you should drink coffee. Well, Tommy said you should drink
Oh,
coffee.
one person.
I'll be honest, people. I actually don't drink alcohol. I've never tried it. But yeah, no, I've never tried it. I've tried some stuff alright. Just like no, it's not
He
for me.
had a single lick of apple sours, and he had a sip of West Coast Cooler Rosé.
I'm like the only Irish person in Ireland that doesn't drink.
No.
There's quite a few people that like that, but
You met my cousin that doesn't drink. Remember? Do you remember?
yeah, I do.
Look.
What's that?
So cold.
You don't like cold?
I like it. Drink coffee, okay. I'm gonna make you coffee. Hi, Dylan. I am
Howdy, Dylan. How's things?
never touched a drop of alcohol myself, and I'm 29, so you're not the only one out. Now, there you go. There you go.
Nice one, Tommy. Yeah. I don't know why, but like, it's like if you don't do it, it's like you're not normal or you're not fun or anything like that. It's very odd, especially in Ireland. That's how it's
You're a
kind
party pooper.
of party pooper. Yeah. Oh, you're no fun. Like
They're
guaranteed,
so
most of those
mean.
people that drink anyway, they say that you're no fun. They can't remember the night anyway. So what difference does it make?
Never. Every single night except for 2. And I know what happened to me when I blacked out.
The thing is, I'm not even a party pooper. Oh, big angle. That's not gonna work. Brian is stuck behind an E36 with his long nose Corvette. This is Staiki, S-T-A-I-K-I. I don't know the easiest place to get it. It might be from the racing.by Discord. I don't know if it's easy to get into that Discord or not. I think if you search it up on Google, actually, Racing Boy, you can find their website. J in one of those Corvettes would be so cool. Love to do it. 2JZ in a C6 Corvette. Leave the trans axle in it. You know, the gearbox at the rear. Something different. That was my bad.
How's the coffee?
Want another pizza slice? Damn, I was hungry than I thought.
Brian said my bad. Also, first time driving the track, so might be.
Oh, good, Brian. Yeah, I messed up that transition anyway over the jump. That jump is like, it's kind of hard to take consistently. Consistently. There we go.
Coming soon. TV near you.
Starring Snooki and
Snooky.
Snooki, yeah, from Jersey Shore. What was the other guy?
You know she's currently doing
DJ Pauly G. DJ Pauly G in
she's
the
on
house.
one of those Snapchat episodes. What's it called? How far is tattoo far?
What's that?
Pretty good. She's on a Snapchat TV show. Snapchat show?
Oh, the tattoo thing.
Yeah, how far is tattoo far? Really good. Reese said, "Hi Alan, haven't been here in a while. How you doing?"
Howdy, Reese. I haven't been here in a while either. This is my second stream for the first time in over a month. So yeah, I've been away. I've been AWOL as well. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I just got coke all over my gloves. Great.
Stop running little gloves, I gotcha.
You're getting some ASMR stuff tonight, guys. Got some on my other glove. Might do something else in a second. It's a Saturday night, so yeah.
So GTA 5?
D5.
Okay.
Ooh, those lights are glistening.
They're shining. They're popping.
Shine bright like a diamond.
So shine bright.
Oh no, please don't sing it. First one with Dad would probably kill you.
Why? Because I'm a bad singer.
He does not like that song.
I won't be able to hear my headphones. Be great.
Oh, this is going to be a fast one. You and not eating crusts.
Yeah. Do you have a problem with it?
Hey, Aiden, I assume that is what the X's were removing. Aiden or Aidan.
It's click. Here we go. 8X. 8X.
Oh, I tapped. Whoa, GTA 86.
Got it.
Or we can just call you Mr. Keen. Hello, Mister.
No, don't do Mr. Keen. I had a teacher in school called Mr. Keen.
Alright, depressing teacher stories, I'll leave that away.
It's not depressing, it's just... He's an odd teacher, to say the least. But it was different. All the lads were chuck and all the girls were petted.
I don't know what you're saying.
Mr. Keen.
Is there, instead of an A, because a lot of people spell it differently, I spell it Aiden. Yeah.
There's
I know,
different ways of spelling Aiden.
Yeah, so I think the
only
more...
know of that spelling.
The American way is with an E.
That's messed up.
I think it's American, isn't it? Yeah, isn't that the American way or something? Or outside of Ireland?
Nah. Doesn't go.
It's like my name, and it's several different ways you can spell it, like with two L's and an E,
Oh, stop.
one L and an E,
There's
with an I.
8 different ways of spelling my name.
Oh, messed up
I
the.
was at like summer camp. I remember going to summer camp when I was younger, and there was a girl, and her name was Lana. Instead of Alana, Lana.
Lana in the
Lana.
eyes.
Like, okay, we're the best of friends, but kind of weird.
Track Stikey. Got it from the racing.by Discord.
Stanky leg.
Stanky time. Oh.
Thanks for the T300 settings, by the way, making a slow improvement.
No problem. That or Jack. I thought your name was Zach for a second. Yeah, they helped me out too. I actually found them on Assetto Corsa Drift Community, one of the Drift Community pages. Someone had pinned their settings, and I just tweaked them a small bit to suit myself. Oh, watch out the wall, or not the wall, the cone.
Yo, what's up?
Whoa! That's funny. Living life sideways. What's up? What's happening?
Do you prefer leading or chasing in real life?
In real life, I
real
prefer
life.
leading actually. I tell you why, because I can't really trust people when I'm leading or when I'm chasing. Like when it's battles, it's fine. Then I know look, now it's time to shine, kind of a thing. In real life, it would be different if I was in a high tier competition and stuff. But they, to be fair though, saying that in Ireland is one of the highest regarded competition. But definitely in other championships, I have been a bit cautious about chasing first run out, especially if it's a guy I'm not really 100% certain about. I'm going having the last slice because you're not.
Okay. Living less sideways. How are you guys doing? We're good. How are you? I'm tired. Why am I so tired today? Not bad. It's good to hear. How's your wheel doing? Okay. Why am I so... After like 3 coffees today. So tired. It's my 3rd coffee. Where's my 2nd? No, it's not. Maybe my 3rd. Might be my 4th coffee, actually. Mine's sharing a piece. You just took the last piece. What car are you driving?
S15 World Drift Tour 800 horsepower pack.
Discord just emailed me. You missed messages in Alan's hangout. What? Coffee or tea? Always coffee. Although sometimes tea. It depends. But usually coffee. If I'm at home, I usually have tea. Nothing with my mom. And I play Sudoku for a couple of hours because That's life. Thanks for the words. NeckFX mod you told me the other day on Instagram.
Oh, no problem, man. Like I have those settings for a long time. I get asked about it all the time, but I made the YouTube video just to kind of simplify for people. Instead of like me trying to copy and paste settings over Instagram, which like is kind of hard for me to do.
Told me I had a Gmail email, and it's like, no, you don't. What you on about? We didn't say that. Literally just popped up on my screen. What do you
What's that?
mean? My phone popped up with a notification. It was like Gmail, one new email. Went onto my phone, went to look up like my notifications, and it wasn't there. It didn't exist, and I was just like, what?
Hmm.
What? WDT free to do like the comp.
I think he means are they free to download?
Ah.
Yep.
Yes. Oh yeah, those neck. Did I say neck effects? There we go. Settings are pretty sweet. I'm not giving out about not being able to say it. I can see it. I didn't know you can use NeckFX mod in this view. Top of hood was under impression just inside cockpit. It look can be used for NeckFX.
Yeah. I just see what I usually use is the onboard settings thing on the right here. Like that thing to move myself to the roof.
Messaged you on Facebook and you replied shortly after. Shocker. If you know, you know. When did you actually message him? Was it a day I was here? Was it in the last week and a half? How long have I been here? When did we leave? Thursday last week? Thursday last week. Now I get it. Cheater. Thanks,
Yeah.
I will do the same.
It is very much cheating, I would agree. But like, I'm going to do a video on this at some point, why people do it, why people use this different camera instead of the cockpit view. There's actually a really good reason as to why we do it. Okay, that was confusing. And I'll do a video on it explaining why people do it, and hopefully that might clear up some of the questions people might have.
How many likes are we at? Can I put lipstick on Alan yet? 5,000 likes? Lipstick goes on Alan. We will be twins.
Oh my god.
It was Wednesday. How does he know when I got to your house? Oh, he messaged you once. You messaged him once. Okay. You were at my house, so you were bored out of your brains because you didn't have your PC.
No, that wasn't Wednesday. When I responded on Wednesday.
On Tuesday.
I'm pretty sure. I remember when he messaged me, and I was literally like, I literally started up the computer. I think I had literally started up the computer or something like that, and it was just perfect timing.
Okay. Must have been Tuesday this week. I'm getting confused on days and things in life. My brain isn't working at the moment. I just can't.
Or Tuesday, is it?
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just started up the computer or something. It was just like, I saw the message pop through. That's the thing, like people messaging me asking for settings and stuff, and all my settings are on my PC. So it's always just really awkward timing, and it's like, well, I don't have it on my phone. I'm not going to just start up my computer just to help this one person out. It sounds a bit selfish, but I get messages all the time. Maybe if I just spend one day of the week just helping people out and wait until the next day of the week before doing the same thing.
You replied to my last message from Wednesday.
Oh, was it?
how realistic physics is the game compared to real life drifting, except torque, feel, etc. Just physics in general, sliding, angle, etc. Thinking face?
Yeah, there's another confusing moment. People waiting for not wanting to drive with certain people, so it's kind of annoying, but anyway. I think it's quite close. Like the proper, well done physics mods, like such as WDT, VDC, that type of stuff. They are like every car feels different, and you have to do different things to make it work. And then you get like certain like stuff where it's fake basically. They're just copy and paste cars, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like they feel good at the initial point, but they don't actually do anything realistic in regards to the actual car that they look like, if that makes sense.
I love Nightbot. You're on my naughty list.
Yeah.
It's summer.
I don't know why Nightbot is doing stuff again. I thought I disabled it.
I cannot read the name of that person, but the person says hi guys.
Yes, this server is open. It's stikeyracing.by. You just type in racing.by, you should find it. I don't know where you get the track, to be honest.
Between DCGP and WDT, which feels more realistic?
100% WDT. DCGP is like Forza, like a more advanced Forza, I would find. Yeah, it's on my screen. I was like, what's this white thing doing on my screen around like a mouse?
Okay. Where do I see like some? I don't think that's.
Oh my god.
What have they done? So weird. Video anyway? Video. Thanks.
And I have the mouse back. I need to change them.
Here we 8 people. He likes there. I mean, that is. I'm afraid to like open and or Twitch, don't I like mess something up? If I mess something up, but if I open YouTube and or Twitch,
You can read it right there.
that's the amount of viewers we have.
Yeah.
Not the likes. I'm looking for the likes. You
Ah,
said
that doesn't matter.
5,000 likes.
You're not gonna get 5,000 likes, Lana. Even if you had 15,000 people in here, you wouldn't have 5,000 likes. You're not. Okay, to give you guys context, Alana wants to put makeup on me on stream, and I says you need to get 5,000 likes, and so she's trying to see how close she's going to get to 5,000 likes. Unfortunately, though, I can't see it getting past 20 likes. To be kind of negative about it.
As he says, hello guys, how are you? The bot gave me a warning.
Hey Razzie, I know, we seen.
We're good.
I seen the bot give you a warning, I was talking about it.
Thanks. Azam. Hey guys, what track is this? Looks fun. This
It's
is
called Stike.
Like,
It's from Tikhon, home country of Belarus.
WTF,
Oh, man.
why do all the good drivers come on so late? Just got off. I like your thinking, Lana. I mean, come on. If we had twinning lips, put lipstick on it, I might be able to do the 2 makeup videos I want to do. Where one of them is him doing my makeup and the other is me doing his makeup. I want to do it, but he said I'm not allowed to put any lipstick on him unless we get 5,000 likes. He at first said 5 million, and I made him like make it somewhat more realistic. So if we get 5,000 likes, I'm able to put the lipstick on him. I want to do it so bad, so bad. Like, give the people what they want, Alan. The people want to see the lipstick on you. Just give the people what they want.
Hello, Oliver.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I can't
Still
read those
doing the
comments
makeup
from
thing?
here. They're really far away
Do
from me.
it.
Can't really see them. Hey, Oliver, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Thank you very much, Oliver. But the rest of the comments, I can't really read them right now. I can't really see. I'm kind of blind in the eye. I can't really read them.
Yeah, then you shouldn't be driving. Get you off the road again.
Right, okay, this guy doesn't want to lead despite the fact that I just let him twice.
Bro, your racing car and your road car.
What's that?
I mean, if you wonky eye, a blind eye, you can't drive. Take your license off you. I get both.
I mean, it's called selective sight.
Oh yeah.
You just see what you want to see.
Yeah. Give the people what they want. People want
So
to
there's-
makeup.
There's a couple of things that I've called selective hearing and selective eyesight. I think it's a very...
Selective bullying your girlfriend time.
No, I don't bully.
I'm sorry, what were you doing to me earlier?
Not bullying
That
anyway.
was the height of bullying. He was throwing socks at me that hit me in the head. And he gave me cheek. I was upset. The selective hearing is something not to hear. This is like, that didn't happen. It was painful. That was the first time a wedgie has ever hurt. And it hurt bad.
Painful. What's painful?
You're bullying.
I don't... Lana, would you stop telling people that I bully you? I don't.
What you do?
I don't.
Do it on
I'm getting
stream.
tick now. Getting tick. Getting mad, yeah. Telling people that I bully you.
Your voice is kind of low.
I know,
Sorry.
that might be the site of... that might be like the comment of denial, you know, but... I don't bully you.
Yeah, see, I'm not used to this, like, and apparently I have to talk, like, really close to it for, like, me to be heard and stuff, and I'm just not used to it, and I don't like being this close to the mic, because my lips keep touching and I'm, like, getting makeup all over it. So that
Are you
is
doing...
why my
You're doing
voice
some
is low.
ASMR stuff now, aren't you?
Yeah, see, makeup. Now in your mic.
Ooh. Oh, big crash.
Go crash.
Fuck crash.
Go crash.
Oh,
Go crash.
truck crash, yeah.
Come on, better.
Hmm?
Camera.
Which
Like,
camera?
I fixed it earlier so it'll be like an okay height. Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. Do phones listen to your conversation?
Always.
What do people? What does chat think? It is proven. There's videos online of it proven. If you ask it too many things, you're gonna get all types of crap. Just talking to my mum, by the way, guys. If you're wondering who I'm talking to, she walked in and she was like, I've been, me and my sister Kira, she's been saying, I've been talking about Ben and Jerry's ice cream for the last 3 days, and now just ads of Ben and Jerry's ice cream keeps popping up on her phone.
The sister's phone.
Huh?
This is.
Oh, Kira's phone. Yeah.
You didn't clarify whose.
I wasn't really listening anyway.
There is no confirmed next real drift championship.
Nothing publicly anyway.
There's not.
There might be some stuff starting in August, alright, but nothing public that has been announced officially yet.
And you didn't tell me.
What?
Privates.
I don't know. I don't remember not saying it to you. Don't remember saying it to be honest.
There is private.
What? Not confirmed. If it's confirmed, it'll be public.
I don't even know what this.
I don't know really how to explain it to
Kept
you.
out of that loop. First time ever. I know in Latvia they are starting to do the real training run. Oh. I don't think there's anything happening in Ireland yet at the moment. Not to my knowledge. Alan's. I just said Lana's got a big ass big toe, and I was like, what? How do you see my toes? What? Alan's got a big ass big toe.
Big ass big toe. Which
Is
one?
your big toe?
Which one? Left or right?
Move them both in. I can't see them on the screen.
Does someone have a
Definitely
foot
right.
fetish?
Definitely right.
Definitely right.
That's what I say anyway. Alan, do you have any favorite car-related YouTuber?
Adam LZ.
D.
I think he's everyone's favorite, but he's actually able to drive a car too, which is cool. Good to watch. He loves those things.
Just reminded me of a hamster with the huge eyes.
Oofed! Oof, man! Those transitions, I thought I was going to kill the guy. Or kill Arthur. Arthur?
I think.
Should we try different server? We'll do one more run here. That's never thing you should ever say in real life, by the way, is one last time or one last go. Okay, terrible. See what I mean? Yeah, messed up.
Yeah, see, I messed up. Give me one more. Oh, one more. It wasn't. Oh, I want to try and be. Like, I'm sorry, but what do you mean? 5 times now. 5 times.
Oh. This is definitely the last one. Oh! Damn it! I cursed it again! Or jinxed it.
Don't move there. Don't move. Which of Adam's cars would you take and why? See that concentration face?
Yeah, very much concentration.
Surprised he heard me.
Which one of Adam's cars?
Yeah, would you take and why?
Oh, I don't know. He doesn't really have a car that I really like. Or that I would turn around and say, "Oh, I'd love to have that myself."
Did I change desktop?
That's alright, you can do it.
Do it.
I have the mouse with me.
I mean, we both
Take the
have
Cream
mice.
S13. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I don't really know what car I would take, to be honest. I quite like the Mark V Supra. Then again,
yeah.
no, I like things that are different, I suppose.
Do you know where to find? Where to find it?
I got on the racing by Discord, so I'm not really sure how to get into that Discord because it was just sent the link to me one day randomly. Um, I think if you just Google it though, you'll be able to find something. Should we join? How long are we streaming for?
An hour and a half,
Hour and a half.
I think. There and there. Last time I checked, it was an hour and 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
So it's probably slightly longer than
Gotcha.
that.
Okay.
What about his? Ooh, wait. The twin turbo Z is nice, to be honest. What about his Evo?
His Evo 6, yeah, that's quite a nice car actually. I like the fact that the stuff that he does, like he builds cars. Like there's a lot of YouTubers, right, that do a lot of cool stuff. Like Jimmy Oaks
1
does
hour
some
27 minutes.
Jimmy Oaks does some really cool stuff. Cheers, Sexy. Jimmy Oaks has some really cool stuff as well. He's got a good sense of what a car should look like. He's probably more of a stance guy, which I prefer not to watch. Like there's some other YouTubers too. I think there's that guy Illuminate or whatever. He's got some cool stuff. Like, but I mean, again, I'm in it for the driving. Like I appreciate a guy who's able to steer a car, and like Adam does that for me. Like I sound like as if I'm like attracted to him or something.
He does that
Um,
for.
but he's able to drive, and that's what I like. That's what I like to watch mostly. The S15 is very cool, actually. If I had to pick one of his cars, I'd probably look at it logically and like, which one could I sell for the most amount of money, or which one could I like get the most use out of? And the S15 would probably be well up there. Like that car alone is a crazy spec. I wouldn't like the 3.4 stroker though. He's got a 3.4 stroker 2 gen, which I'm a fan of. Not that no, not that I'm not a fan of it. It's just it's nice that an engine revs out to like 8.5, 9,000 RPM, and a 3.4 can't do that. That's why it's not as cool. The Warthouse guys, they have it nailed. Tommy F, yeah. Oh, dude, like his stuff is like ruthless, isn't it? Like he's like he just doesn't give a shit. And you have to respect that, I suppose. Like he's just doesn't care. His car is like I like his cars. Like they're super subtle, which is nice. They're not over the top. He's not really a stance guy either. He doesn't really drive much though. I don't like I don't really like watching people just build cars. I like people driving and stuff. E36, that's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of BMWs to be honest. E36s are meh. I think I think out of all the BMWs, my favorite would be like the M4 or like the M2. They would be my favorite. The more modern BMWs are definitely up there for me. If someone gave me an E36 and look, here's a drift car, drift it, I'd be like, yes. But
Of
yeah,
course
BMW's
you
not for.
would.
Yeah. Like his chasers. Yeah, he's got some pretty cool ones, doesn't he? He's got the Cresta in Japan. That's quite cool, actually. That's a cool car. He drives that pretty hard too. Um, and he's got that other. He's got two other ones. He's got a white one, doesn't he? A bronze one or a brown one. Don't really like the brown one. Not a fan of that one. Don't like the wheels on it. Sorry, I'm not a fan of Wed's Kranze. Big boys, big heavy boys. I'm more of a like a one piece wheel guy. If I had to pick a wheel, and then look, there's me with these these wheels that look like they're two piece.
Dude, I have 30 cars, so.
No, he's saying Adam has 30 cars.
Oh, dude has. I just
Um,
like, what?
yeah, he's crazy amount of cars.
Looked in at me and walked away. Oh.
The brown ones too. Oh yeah, the Chaser. I wouldn't be a fan of it. I know it's meant to be his missile car, but I still think the brown doesn't really suit it to be honest. And with the wheels, I think it'd be cooler if it was like excuse me, like a white or maybe like black. That's a very common colour though, so I suppose he probably wants to do something different. I don't blame him for that. I don't know what to do, Lana. I don't really feel like driving much more. Do
Will I drive?
you want to drive, is it? Yeah, actually you can drive for a small bit.
Playground?
Huh?
Playground?
Yeah, what car?
I don't know.
That S15 looks so good.
Just anything I can drive.
So good.
I can't drive that one. That's the one I can't drive because, like, whoa. Much power, I can't control it.
But the Z, is it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll let Lana do some practice. She hasn't driven in a bit, actually. That's true.
Long.
We'll go on to playground because she likes to drift on playground, and then we'll log off. I don't really feel like doing much driving tonight. I've done enough all day. I've been driving. I've been literally drifting on the sim since
All
1
day.
o'clock today, all day, literally, non-stop. So as you can imagine, I'm kind of done with driving. So we'll put this on slow, and then we'll swap chairs. Then you guys can chat away, or we can have a chat while she's driving.
While you watch my shit of driving.
Yes, shitty driving. Okay.
I better hope your earphone, like headphones, take off my makeup.
What's that?
Your headphones better not take off my makeup because my ones don't take off my makeup. Well, your ones take off my makeup. Yeah, but I should keep going upstairs.
Right, sir. Oh yeah, one sec, guys.
Oh, he has such a big head. Justin. Just. Yeah, he has to run upstairs and get me pillows to go behind me because I'm tiny and his rig is too big for me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gimme. Ah. Oh, it hit me in the face. Short people problems. I'm 5 foot and I have no idea what he is. I think he's 5'10" or something. Short people problems. But you know, it's easy to squish to the front of like a concert line, the front row of a concert because you know you're tiny and just squeeze past everyone like, right, sorry. Okay, I'm here, front. Trying to reach. My nose is so itchy. I don't even know how to deal. Nope. She'll be fine, right? Do you know what one I have to press to get the view I like? Or do we have to like... Oh,
Oh, you turn that on.
yeah. There's a hair. I can feel it.
So Lana's a third person clip. Not a clip. You'll have to adjust that yourself.
How
Where
even?
are we at? Right or Matt? Miata? I don't really watch him. He gets hate. I didn't know he gets hate. I didn't know that at all. What about TJ Hunt? What do you think about his builds? They're okay. I don't really watch him. Not anymore. I watched one of his videos when he crashed the 370. I was watching that today. And there was... Yeah, it was okay. Alana is 5 foot. Did you say that already?
Yeah.
She's 5
I think
foot.
you're 5'10". Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm 5'10". I don't really think people care about my height, to be honest.
Well, it was asked, so...
A woman's height is important. No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Isn't it for men, isn't it like a woman's height important? Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, once they're smaller than them.
Oh no, it's not. No, it is a woman. A woman always asks about a man's height.
No, I think it's just like
Who gives a
once
shit?
the man is taller than the woman is smaller than the man. I think that's all that like most people care about. I don't think the actual height matters.
I think in the long run, I think females will realise that it doesn't really matter. But initially, it seems to have a big thing. Adam LZ's builds, I like them. Where did you say to look for that track? You're at again? So you just type in racing.by on Google and you'll find maybe a website or something. To be honest, I'm not really sure, guys. Oh, I can't open up Google. No, I can't. Sorry guys, I can't really look right. Oh, I can actually. Because the link was sent directly to me, so I don't know where I got the track. Who's the tallest Irish drifter other than James Dean, obviously? Nigel Colfer, maybe?
I am like half the height of James Dean.
Nigel Colfer probably is the tallest driver. He's not a competitive driver right now, but he was a couple of years ago. I'd say he's probably the tallest. Like Jack is my height. Connor. No, Jack and Connor are probably slightly taller than me, not by much. Who else is there? Yeah, I'd say it'd be Nigel Colfer would be the tallest. Dean Carney's quite tall as well, actually. But not James Dean level. James Dean's literally the tallest Irish driver, like Irish drift driver.
Oh, nope, oopity nope.
Yeah, so you type in racing.by, you can find the track. It's on that website. It's a Russian language, but I don't know where you go onto the website or where you go on when you're on the website.
Sure, if you're on your PC, it will probably ask you if you want Google Translate to translate into English for you anyway.
Yeah, true. That's very true. When I met James, I bashed him on the he was a yeah, he literally is. But he's a gentle giant. I'm starting to drive comp cars. What beginner tracks do you suggest for practicing? I would say competition tracks, but they can generally be kind of difficult. So I would say, like, you can go on to Playground, for example. Playground's a very easy track. You get an idea what the cars like to handle and stuff. But for me personally, I feel like if you're going to learn a car, you're better off learning it what it'll be like on a competition layout, if that makes sense, because competition layouts are a hell of a lot harder than what people make them out to, or what people think they are. Just because it's 4 corners and like 10 boxes you have to fill, yeah, there's a whole process in filling them, doing it properly. So it's kind of a hard one. I would say though, for practicing, like just to get used to the car, something like Playground or my old track that I made years and years ago that was converted into AC, Playground. Oh, sorry, Proving Ground is another one. I'm starting to drive. Oh yeah, I read that. We will see more vlogs from me. Yeah. More vlogs soon. I'll probably do one. I want to do a vlog on the current status of this 14, what's wrong with it and stuff like that. But I've actually just finished up in
college,
university stuff, college stuff. So yeah, so we're kind of like, yeah, I was waiting for that to be done because it was kind of taking up a bit of time. So yeah, now I'm kind of back to my normal self for the time being. I'm starting a new job next week though, so yeah, by the time will start to disappear again. But at least then it'll be an actual schedule. So I think soon I'll create an actual schedule to stream and make content and stuff. Because like the whole COVID thing was a great reason like for me to get back into it again, like properly, put time into it. And I was doing kind of an okay job for like, what was it, like 2 or 3 weeks. But during that time, like I was using all that stuff as a distraction, not to do like college work and stuff. And I was like, right, look, I'm gonna have to get back into this properly if I want to have any hope on finishing it. I have to fix that squeaky pedal. I didn't realise how bad it was until I took off the headset.
Yep, pretty squeaky.
Where are the 360? She can't do 360s yet.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Sugar.
Nice wall tap, Lana. So Lana has been drifting for she's done about 6 or 7 hours in total.
I've probably done a bit more than that, have I?
Maybe so.
But practicing on
Good night, Razzie.
circles and stuff. Ah!
Thank you for joining, man.
Thank you and goodbye.
Good night. Yeah, so she's only done about 6. Oh yeah, you've probably done about. Yeah, you're probably close to 10 hours, I suppose. Between 6 and 10 hours. We haven't really done much driving recently because COVID, you haven't been able to get on the sim.
Yeah, I haven't done anything in like 2 months.
Yeah. So what we're doing here, so this car is actually, it's not a stock 370Z from Kunos. This is just like, it's a stock one, but it's got extra steering angle and better suspension, like better lowering springs, the coilovers and stuff, so that it's like stiffer and better for drifting. Reason being is like it's meant to kind of replicate what a real life beginner drift spec 370Z would be. So we're using like the Pro Drift Academy mentality of teaching people and stuff, and so this track wouldn't be part of that kind of thing, but she's kind of gone beyond everything else, so it's like no, she's just got to practice and just improve her ability. How many cars did drift cars did you destroy? I haven't destroyed any drift cars actually, not in real life anyway. In the game I probably would have destroyed over 500 or 600 by this stage if they all added up. Hey NC, how are you doing, man? That squeak is annoying. You're grand. Good to hear it. Good to hear, man. There you go. We're linking the whole track now. Oh.
Oh.
Is it a bit laggy for you? No, it seems good.
No. Unless it's still on desktop faces if you forgot to switch it back.
It is. Sorry, guys. I can't switch over. You're going to have to pause for a second.
What are you after doing?
Nothing. Fine. Well, okay. I can't change camera for some reason.
Maybe just exit the game? Or that?
That's very weird. It's very annoying. There we go.
That was
that, guys.
weird.
Do you know what that is for now? Because we are an F5 camera. Right. Hey Jack, how are you? So like once you're in that camera view, I can't do anything on my computer. It's broken. I don't know why it does that.
Oh.
Next track, Ibisu Minami. You ready to do a jump drift, Lana?
What?
She can't hear me. Next track, Ibisu Minami. We'll probably not, because I think when she finishes up here, we're gonna log off. It's not. What is? Chat on the screen doesn't seem to be picking up certain comments. Is that what I'm reading? Not really sure. Well, Jack, I'm doing great. Alana, how are you doing?
I'm good.
She's doing good. Have you been up to much, guys? What's chat been up to? What have you been doing today? Have you been like, I mean, it's a Saturday. Right now in Ireland, we've kind of gone through a small bit of a heat phase of like sun and stuff. So like, have you guys been out sunbathing, huh? Or are you just like sitting inside like the rest of us nerds? Trying to get the 2 pedals to work? Or trying to, oh yeah, I get you. At silage.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah, we live on, well, I live out, well, okay, I say we, because she doesn't really live here. But we live out in the countryside here, so like, yeah, tractors be passing our house all the time. At like crazy hours in the morning doing the silage. We got a pool, but I've been drifting with the G920. That's the thing, like, I don't know, I remember as like a kid, like, and like it'd be sunny out, or be snowing out or something, and I'd still be playing video games. I just have no interest going outside. I'm so antisocial. I would much prefer to stay inside, like, I don't know, playing games with like friends and stuff than to be like going outside. I don't know, playing football or whatever. I have just no interest in like playing soccer or any of that type of stuff in the first place anyway, but like, I don't know. And what drives me nuts is when people turn around and say like, oh, being inside, like, you're not normal or whatever. It's like, it's definitely normal nowadays. Like every single kid is doing it. Fix that cameras. But I suppose that's just how things are. Oh, I haven't set the steering wheel up or seatback. Or that car.
Be grand.
That seems to be okay. 15, I don't go outside after, but I do enjoy soccer and stuff. That's the thing, yeah, like, it depends where you live too. Like, I live on the countryside, so it's not exactly easy for me to, like, go meet up with friends or whatever and play football. When I was a kid, at least, anyway. Nowadays, it's different anyway, because when you turn, like, 18, 19, you start going to college and you start doing, like, other stuff, like, going places and all that, you don't generally, I don't know, doesn't seem to become more of a social thing anymore. I think my socialing is done at drift events. I get that like maybe once a month, and it's like, Gucci, I'm all good. Or like I play a few games with some of the lads online, and it's like, yeah, I'm all good. That's my social thing done for the day.
His social life is me dragging him out into bars to have fun.
Yeah. Even to stay with a load of old people, so you can't really go outside anymore. Yeah, I suppose many years ago, there was many people when they were growing up, they all lived in housing estates, so it's like your neighbour was like your best friend almost. Bored? Done? No?
No.
Still driving?
Huh?
You still driving?
Yeah?
Driving.
Yeah.
Like a trucker with the hand at the middle of the wheel.
Oh,
Oh.
shoot.
You got this? You correct it? No, you didn't. Okay.
I was close. I was
She
close to
drive-
correcting it. I tried.
You driving, she driving. You need a VR headset? Yeah. I could do with buying one, to be honest. I don't think it would help her. I don't think it would help Lana though. She doesn't even have a driver's license, so it doesn't really make a difference where she sits in the car.
I have a learner license.
That doesn't count. Everyone has a learner
Yeah,
license.
it does.
All you have to do is answer 40 questions, get majority of them correct, and then you have a learner license. Sorry, I'm being really harsh there.
You're being really mean. Like, I drive my mom's car all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you
That's
know
very
I
true.
can actually drive.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, I know. Yes, that's true, Gudo. It is very much closer to real life. I still think... I don't know, I just find... I can't justify the cost, because I don't think it'll make much of a difference. For me, personally. Elliot Cooper, roast. She always gets roasted. It would be class, to be fair. What would VR? Yeah. Theory test is a waste of time. Honestly, when you can go off and drive a tractor with not much, yeah. Yeah, but to be honest, Gudo, like, Farley started, wouldn't he? I know Farley has an actual drift car though, doesn't he? So he might be more used to it, but I suppose he's done a lot of sim stuff as well. I remember I used to drift with Farley back in R Factor, like, but you know, a lot of the time as well, Gudo, I think it's like, for me personally, right, I use like I use hood cam and stuff and the head motion, and I don't think that's perfect. Like, that's just a compromise. Like, if I had my actual choice, I would run in-car camera with 3 screens, or like a VR headset, like you said. But I still think I'd be actually more competitive with on the roof cam with 3 screens or something like that. Because, like, I think the problem right now is that when you're in the cockpit camera, you can't see above. Because when you're like above, when you're a helicopter view, let's say, you can actually see a lot more. You can time it better and stuff. I've seen some people and their cameras are literally like maybe a height of a guy off the roof of the car, and they're like angled down so that they can see the front of the car more. So like, that's the only way you can really get better tandems in AC, is by doing that, unless you get someone that's amazing with the VR headset and being in car camera. She's doing really good for how hard the sim is and having no real driving experience. In fairness, she picked it up really quickly. And like, we were doing stuff before, like I was showing her, so we went to Oman at the start of this year, and I was like showing Lana the track layouts and stuff, and like kind of teach her like the line and the why we take this particular line and how to do it and stuff. And she kind of had a decent understanding of it beforehand by the time we got to the 3rd track. So right now she's only got about closer to 10 hours, I suppose. She hasn't done much in recent months when it comes to the drifting because of the whole COVID-19. We've had to be separate, but yeah, she's doing a great job, in fairness.
Did someone follow her? Like, I heard
Has liked the stream, Elliot. Thank you, man. I've playing hood camp for 10 years. I want to get VR. Jesus, I don't have a nice experience with that because I've had a bad computer. Yeah. I tried VR with when I was at the Autosport show, which is like, I suppose, I don't know, it's a big car show in the UK for motorsport stuff. It's a bit like SEMA. Kinda like SEMA, just not as show car, if that makes sense. It's more like motorsports related stuff. And like, I had an opportunity to do like some VR stuff with Rallycross, and that was really good fun. I picked it up quite quickly. It felt quite real for sure, and I was kind of like at pace quite quickly. And like, I've talked to some other people. I've talked to Connor Shannon. He doesn't like using VR on the set. He thinks it makes him sick, but then he uses VR for other games like Dirt Rally and Dirt 2.0. So I think it's like, I don't know, it's just a mixture of things. My sister does have a VR headset which I can use, but I don't think my graphics card would really support it. What cars do you think would improve real life drifting? I think it's more of the technique, stuff like that. More so than actual cars. Like, I like to use the more realistic style cars because they kind of react similarly to how my real car drives. Like like I've driven some of the stuff, like the Tandem Buddies for example. Nothing really against it other than the fact that like they're boring, I suppose. They're just not that enjoyable to drive for me. They're very like, they don't really react at all. They get into a slide and you don't really have to do much, which is fine. Some people like that. But for me, like, I like to be able to feel what the car is doing and stuff. So in that sense, for me, it's not like what I want to do, like use and stuff. So I feel like those cars don't really benefit me as much as something that's a bit more like harder to drive, like WDT or something.
Oh fudge.
Coil over 19. Would you
Another
do
like or
rallycross?
follow?
Sean Finn, thank you, man. Thank you for the follow. Would you do rallycross? I would love to do rallycross. If I got the opportunity, I would do it. I would love to compete at the top level, like World Rallycross and stuff like that, with the WRX cars. Unreal. Like, it's probably my favourite motorsport. So like, I do drifting because it's more affordable and it's something I have an interest in, right? Obviously, because it's like kind of cool. It's like edgy, right? It's like doing what you shouldn't be doing in a car. And fixing this again because there's no way it keeps moving around. So like rallycross comes very close to that, and I would, if someone gave me an opportunity to do rallycross over drifting, I would probably do rallycross, to be honest. Can you send a link to that digital dash you've equipped? Discord. See where you got it from. I just got it from Race Department. I just typed in P1 dash, I think it's called. I don't have a link because I downloaded it like 6 years ago, or not 6 years ago, a couple years ago. Nice one, Kyle. I have a GTX 970 Guru, but I have 2 of them in SLI. She's really good. She's doing a very good job. She's awesome. She picked up quite quickly, but she seems to drive way better on my setup than her own. Like, she's got a Logitech setup. She kind of struggles with it, so I think she's been kind of spoiled with my stuff. Mr. Force feedback. In the profiler, it's 100, 100, 100, 100, 0. 100 everything except for the damper at the very bottom.
Another like or follow?
Follow from Zevin, thank you, man. On Twitch. And in Corsa settings, 100% for the the main course, and then it's 0 for filter, 0 for periodic, 0 for the minimum force, and then just 100% damper in the extra settings. Yeah, gain, thanks Jack. Gain, that's what I'm on. I have 100% gain in the profiler, Trustmaster profiler, and the content manager inside of Corsa thing. Ryzen 5 3500 with 8 gig of memory and 1060 GTX 1060, good with that. 15 cars, small track, 15 with 8 gig of memory, good. Or maybe if you had another 8 though, you'd probably be able to get a few more frames, I'd say. Depends though. Like I found, Assetto Corsa for me likes to use up 8 gigs of RAM. Like that's what it likes to use. I just wonder if you had like maybe 12 or something like that, or maybe
Another like
16.
or follow?
Siobhan. Sorry, Siobhan. Even though I'm Irish, I can't pronounce Irish surnames. I'm desperate. I mean, all about Rally 2, but all about Rally 2. Sorry, I'm confused what you mean, NC. Move from DCGP cars to Pontus S14, can't go back. That's the thing with DCGP, like, they're good and easy to drift. They're like tandem buddies, but more, I suppose they're just harder to drive than tandem buddies, let's say. But it's like, I don't know, I just find it like so disconnecting. I feel so disconnected from the cars. I don't, like, they're easy to drive, they just have no side grip, and then they have lots of, like, it's like they have lots of grip, then they have no grip, then they have lots of grip again. I don't know, it's just no consistency. It's just not, I just don't really enjoy driving them. Oh, okay, and see, I'm not sure, I'm not really sure what, yeah. Hey, Drift Maniac, what's up? The Melky. Hey, Alan, it was nice to drive with you today, top 32. Thanks, congrats on your third place. Thank you very much, man. It was good. Oh, he's done some Irish. Lana, can you speak Irish?
No.
Tom Ikstader Ledul Idikoni.
Okay, you're absolutely torturing it now. Stop.
Tu go vil go eri go malum.
Tom Stadir le de
Idigoni.
le dole de
Goni.
Pony.
Where? Oh yeah, it's no G in front of
It
me.
Cahir.
An Gapin to
An
Gapin to Villig Airy
ig
Goma
Eri Gamatlam.
la Tá
Tatu
to on
on
Alon
Alon Alan Hines is
Bralum
Brolum too.
Google Translate.
So
Yeah.
I am something in your home in the chair. Are you well in Ireland? I like it. Gamatlam, I
Yeah,
like.
Google Translate doesn't. It's
Um
Bralum too.
Tatu
It's
on
Bralum.
Arlene is
Bralum.
you are beautiful, Alan Hines. I love you.
So she's able to get the last end of it.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch Kevin Henson on Twitch? Nope. I didn't know he had a Twitch channel. You guys is false Irish. To be honest, I think it's only like 5% of the Irish population can actually speak Irish. Oh, you Google translated back, Kyle. Google Kyle retranslated back what Gudo said. It says, "I'm studying to live in your city. Do you think I'm doing well? You are very beautiful, Alan. Cios, I love you." I
It
think
translated Heinz to Cios.
Oh my god, that's true. He
How?
streams most nights. Oh, does he? What games does he even play? What games does Kevin Henson actually play? I have no idea how to speak my main language apart from Imagine Irish. See, that's
See, the thing with Google Translate though as well, when you translate from English to Irish, it gives you everything in the present tense, so you can't get anything in the future or past tense. Even if you write it in the future or past tense, it will give it to you in the present tense.
Maths, quick maths.
That's not maths, that's just
yeah, I know.
trying to cheat
I
when
was
you're in
just trying to be
secondary
funny.
school because you're bad at Irish. And then figuring that out because you're one of the smarter, lower level Irish people.
Sorry, I was just trying to be funny.
Quick.
Yeah, only a small population of people of Ireland can speak Irish. It's like a dying thing in Ireland.
That's why the government try and pump money into it. Irish school, we will give you all the funding you want and need. Gaeltacht areas, oh yeah. You want to set up a shop in the Gaeltacht area? Oh frick yeah.
I legit would not be surprised in the future if they actually pay people to go to Irish schools.
Yeah.
They'll probably actually do it.
Well, like they do pump money into this. We learned about this in geography. I remember learning about that in geography and being like shocked. I was just like, what? No wonder like there is some people that like that's why some Gaeltacht areas like are still alive and like why there's Irish schools around and stuff. Yeah. It's because the government pumps money into it.
And that's
they
why
try and keep the dying language alive.
Jack mentions like that's why half the people in his Irish class failed.
Google Translate.
Google Translate, yeah. I used Google Translate a lot for German when I was studying that.
Yeah, but that's...
And she'd always used to call me out. She's like, "Alan,
fine.
Stop using Google Translate." I'm like, "Hey, Dumbledore." That's funny. Forgive me, I'm new here, but what track is this absolutely brilliant map? It's called Playgrounds.
I love it.
Playground. It's like a 2G style map, but it's not. I'm doing higher level Irish, but I'm still shy at it. I dropped the first language, the first subject that I dropped down to like lower level was Irish. I said to my parents, specifically my mother, I was like, "Ma'am, I'm going to drop down to lower level Irish so I can concentrate on other subjects." I was only doing it just.
I repeated my leaving cert and didn't do English. Best choice I ever made.
Do you recommend any place inside of Ireland to learn how to drift? There's not really many places in Ireland. There is one place in Mondella Park, but like I don't know. I used to teach there. They teach you how to drift, but that's about it. They don't really teach any advanced stuff. Oh, Guda wants me to propose to you.
I'd love if he ever proposed to me, but that's going to take like 5 years longer than it
You
should.
can't be in a relationship for like about a year and then just propose.
No, but like when it does come the time, it will take you 5 times longer than it should to do so.
Yeah. The commitment level is real. It's
The issues.
e-translator. I've never heard of that, Aiden. Lana do be drifting better than me though. To be fair, like she's had a lot of time on this particular car and this setup, so it's like just practice really.
Yeah.
Practicing the right things. That's what I've kind of taught her, especially with the Project Academy logic. Been trying to teach her like the right things to practice. Does that make sense?
See, when I mess up, I kind of usually know what I've done wrong. Like I noticed earlier that like I held on for the wheel just slightly too long and I messed up and stuff like that. He's taught me how to recognize those things, and it's been really helpful.
Mm. Sean. Oh man, related, huh? Related with that stuff. You don't have to do Irish. Lucky you, Cormac. I never did Irish because I couldn't do it. I honestly don't understand why we still learn it. Irish, you know, I also thought the same when I was like doing school and stuff. I was like, what's the point? Like, I'll never use this in my life. And when you think about it, 90% of the stuff you learn in school you'll never actually use in real life. Like
algebra, who has used it?
I mean, like even math stuff is just handy. Okay, to be fair though, right? Being able to, I think, when it comes to maths, like algebra and stuff, it's handy to know like, you know, how to problem solve, right? Because it kind of gets your mind thinking, okay, like how problem solve. Otherwise, it's fucking useless. Like, other than being able to figure out that x is equal to 5, I don't know, understand when you would use that again. But anyway, so I don't know. I just think you're gonna don't drop out. I think just for me anyway, it's like you use school to get your grades that you need to get into college to do what you want to do, basically. Yeah.
Basically.
It's a harsh way of doing it, that it's all off a point system, but it's probably the only reliable way they can do it. So like, there's no solution really. Oh, lots of comments I've missed. Watergrass still probably not tonight, guys. Once the land is finished, we'll probably log off. And now I put you in a problem, Alan. Yeah, Gudo, this has also always been a problem. Asked me several times last week when I was going to propose to her. You get an S15 yet? Hey, Paddy, how's things? The S15 is actually not for myself. Putting it up for someone else. Yeah, it was kind of a misleading thing, but anyway. Finding an S15 is tough. They're the rich man Sylvia. I got the dash, but it's stuck at default size. How do I shrink it? To be honest, still, I do not have a clue. I set this dash up like 3 or 4 years ago, and I haven't disabled it since, so I really don't know what I did or what I did and didn't do. Just got my wheel like last week. I can't drift properly. Ah yeah, Kyle, it takes a bit of time, man. You kind of like, you just need to take it step by step. Starting off in easy cars like the BMW E30 drift and stuff is the best thing to do. Because like if you go into BDC cars or something off the bat, like it'll take forever for you to progress. You meant to do your junior cert this year. That's the thing, like when it comes to like that type of stuff, I don't like 2020 is gonna be the most fucked up year yet. Unfortunately, it has to be this way, but like all the Leaving Cert students, I got a notification on my phone the other day. Excuse me. I got a notification on my phone the other day that the Leaving Cert students had to submit for their, you know, their grade thing that they have to do by 10 PM. It's like, what? That's not even automatic. Why would you have to submit? It just seems a bit nuts. I wish you could speak Irish. I wouldn't mind being able to speak other languages as well, John. It just requires too much work.
Effort and learning.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Who wants to do that?
Irish is actually not a bad language. It's kind of cool to be able to, like, you know, like Republican.
It's so backwards,
you know, kind of,
though.
Yeah.
But it's backwards because of
But
England
I think
invading and all that. But like,
I think
still,
I think the way they teach it though is wrong. I think they should teach you how to speak it first before like learning how to write it. Is that right?
yeah,
Isn't that how some people learn languages? They learn how to speak it first before they learn how to write it.
yeah. Like I was able to understand some Japanese because of watching anime and stuff when I was younger. I would understand a couple of things. I wouldn't know how to write it or to read it. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I
think
knew a
that's how
few
most people-
words just because of listening
I
to
think
it.
it's very common for people to understand how to speak a language, but not how to actually write it or say it. And I think then that actually
But
makes
we're
it easier
taught how to
speak-
like
to write it.
try and
later.
read it before we're taught how to speak it.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of annoying. Oh, Watergrass Hill is learner track? Actually, yeah, no, that'd be a good learner track. You dropped French in first year after 3 weeks. I got told to sit there and relax. Oh my god.
What, French?
Must be, yeah.
What?
Oh, they're just talking.
Oh, sent about
themselves.
French.
Some guy, Aiden, dropped French in first year after 3 weeks.
Je m'appelle Lana.
He's not going to understand that if he dropped it after the weeks.
Tu parles anglais?
Lana can speak kind of French, not really.
Not really. I know like
I
2 or 3
only-
sentences.
I only got Assetto on PC a few days ago. I used to drift with Forza and the difference is amazing. I was able to drive most of the cars straight away. Oh, that's awesome. Forza, in fairness, like, people give slack to Forza and Gran Turismo and all that stuff. Like, it teaches you throttle control and it teaches you steering and stuff. Like, it may not give you the closest experience, but it actually teaches you something, how to control a car. And that's what Forza is good for. And that's what's good about Assetto. That's why I don't like to turn around and say Tandem Buddies is shite. I keep bringing up Tandem Buddies as a mod, right? Because it is a topic, right? But like, it does teach you how to control a car. My school still did exams online, but everyone just cheated. What? It was a waste of time. No way! Hey Jojo, how are you? Why do us junior cert have 2 weeks to work? 2 weeks work, but leaving no, I don't know. To be honest, all the school stuff is behind me. Hold up, we pick up subjects. Second. Bonjour in French now. Hello, Reich. I'm presumed responding. I'm saying that right. Salve? Desperately missing drift events this year. I know, Sean, it's been nuts, man. I was fortunate enough that I got to compete at the start of the year in Oman. Like, would you imagine I'll be one of the only people in Ireland to be able to drift? One of 2 people this year drifted competitively, and it was me and James Dean. Everyone else didn't get to drive in 2020, or competitively anyway in Ireland. I'm actually really curious to see if I'm able to drift in real life after playing on sim for years. You will, I think, when I picked up, so I went from R Factor to real life. That was back 2011. Well, I was actually Forza to real life initially in 2009, but in 2011 is when I first kind of did R Factor to real life. And the biggest hurdle for me was overcoming the sense of speed and like saying, hang on a second, if I crash, that's it, my car is broken or crashed, whatever, I'm going to be hurt or whatever. Once you get over that, then you're good. Principal told us we just use a book, so we weren't complaining. Oh, so it's like an open book. Never thought of being a teacher? No. I've taught people at drift schools and stuff. And like, I'm able to teach people how to drift, but it is so mentally draining. Because like, you kind of, at the end of the day, you're trying to give someone a product. Like, you're trying to like reward them and try and say, oh, you're doing a great job. And it's like, it takes so much mentally to do it, I find anyway. To do it right. So, not that I don't like teaching, but I do prefer teaching people that pick it up quicker. I suppose that's always an easy thing, because you don't have to put much
Like
effort
me?
into it. Yeah, like you. Am I doing IDS? I will, maybe, if it starts. Jojo,
If we ever
I'll go
get
to your... See someone is getting the hang of sim more... See someone's getting the hang of the sim some more. Go girl. Hope you guys are doing... We're doing great, Jojo. Thank you very much. I hope you guys are doing well as over. I actually hope everyone in the chat is doing good. Hope everyone's been safe. I think this
Can't
whole
say so
COVID-19
dirty.
is going to teach us a whole big lesson when it comes to like looking after our health and everything. You've been driving for an hour now, have you?
I don't know. Have I?
I don't know, I can't tell. Yeah, she's been driving a little bit, I'd say. I was trying to look at the clock on the dash on the game there, but it doesn't always work that way because like it does it by lap and sometimes there's no laps on the track, so yeah, I don't know how to really explain it. You haven't really made any big mistakes. Like, you're making tiny mistakes, but like you're able to drift the track.
Yeah.
43 minutes. You've been driving for 43 minutes, Lana, non-stop. That's pretty good. I'm actually really anxious about bringing my car track. More of the fact someone going to the back of me if I spun out. See, that's the thing with like drift days and stuff. You kind of have to accept that, I suppose. I suppose it depends too where you're from and like what the drift event that you're doing. Like some track days, like they generally like have different levels. So for example, let's say you're in Group C, which could be like beginners. They'll actually only have 2 cars at track mostly. Like they should only have that, or they have a big gap between cars and stuff. But then if you're in Group A, let's say the people that are, you know, able or comfortable with drifting, you could have 5 or 6 cars on the track. Something like Watergrass Hill or something like that. You should try drift Watergrass Hill. She's tried. So this is really the only track she's tried other than the tracks that I've made for her. What I've made for Pro Drift in general. The camera keep moving. That's frightening. No reason.
I don't
Absolutely no reason at all. Maybe the headset.
I can't see. No, because it's not even touching it.
Weird why the camera keeps moving. Maybe I keep moving it back, thinking it's in a bad place. So like, other than the training tracks that we've designed in Pro Drift, she hasn't really done anything else. So like, I picked this track because it is decently spaced out transitions, different type of corners, got elevation. Like the transition, you kind of have to use the handbrake, but you can kind of push yourself a bit more and stuff like that. So yeah, she can kind of progress a bit more that way. If you were to take one drift car off someone else to drive yourself, what car would it be? I would love to drive James Dean's S14 just because
I was literally thinking that.
the way that car drives seems to be on another level. But I would like to drive Dean Carney's Viper. I think that would be an interesting one. Vipers. If you were able to take one, oh yeah, I've read that. Can't get attached to your car. What car? Can't get attached to your car. My real car or this one here in the game? She just needs to send it.
Ooh.
She sent it. She spun.
Huh?
Did you enjoy driving Dwayne's car last year? Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good experience. I think like it kind of shown to me that if I had a car of that level, that me in a competition element, like I wouldn't have to drive as hard in real life. Like in real life, I literally have to like bait the doors off people to stay with them in my current car. You can make any of your Assetto cars public like old VDC cars. To be honest, I've set the VDC to use my 370Z. I haven't set it directly. So that 370Z will be released upon their pack. Out of the box, that car drives like a box though. What, that makes no sense. Watching Smoke Mirrors reminds us of how emotional the journey was that weekend. We drove Dwayne's car so well. Thanks, Jojo. Yeah, like, it was... Like, I remember Dwayne just told me, like, some of the characteristics of the car. He was like, it transitions really good. Just let it flow through your hands. and like he says second and banging up the third after the roundabout and all that type of stuff. And then when I was driving up the car up and down the pit straight, I was like putting it into gear, kind of figuring out like the throw and stuff like that. The biggest problem was like Dwayne is like a lanky guy. He's taller than me, obviously. He's probably the tallest Irish drifter. Going back to a question someone asked.
No, I don't think he's taller than James.
No, he's not taller than James. He's probably one of the tallest Irish drifters, though.
Oh.
Other than James, he's probably
Yeah.
second tallest. Actually, now that I think about it. Anyway, but he's really weirdly shaped. Like, I know that's a horrible thing to say, but it's like, so his steering
His
wheel.
body proportions
His
are...
steering wheel, yeah, body proportion. His steering wheel's in his face. So like for me, the steering wheel was really close, which I didn't really like. I like it a bit further back. I like it a bit more natural. Maybe I have just longer arms or something. And then his feet are really far away. Like for me, I could barely push the clutch to the ground, even with the seat all the way forward. It was nuts. Seemed to drive like it was easy, the car. Yeah, it was like it was an easy car to drive. I was like, I just listened to what he said and I knew that the transition was the biggest thing. The transition would have been the biggest saying whether it would go around the corner or not. I noticed it has less side grip than my car, than my real car. That was one thing I noticed. So we did today, roundabout, I was like, oh my god, I'm not stopping. It was either because I was going in there way too fast because of the speed of the car, or else it was because there's less side grip. It was interesting.
Whoops.
Do you think learning an RX-7 FD in the beginner class is a complete stupid idea? I wouldn't say it's a stupid idea. I just think it would be a little bit difficult, I'd say, with an RX-7 FD. There's many people who've done this in real life though, is Evan, so send it, I suppose. What's the worst that can happen? James is like a tree. He's like two trees on top of each other. What 370 is that? So that is the Pro Academy 370Z. So this one, it's got a bit of extra steering angle. It's got better coilovers, like it's got coilovers and stuff like that in it. So it's just better suspension for drifting. So that's what this one is. How tall is James? I don't know. I'll ask him right now for you. That's a joke, bad joke.
I thought he was like 6'2" or something.
No, he's way taller than that. He's like 6'7", I'd say.
There we go, we got an approximate.
The sound of Dwayne's car is something else. It is crazy. I like it the way it revs up really high. I don't really like yeah, other than that I think it just sounds like every other RB. I know what you mean. Power is so easy in some aspects, but so difficult in others. I've only driven 1.5 ton horsepower not that fast. Dwayne's is crazy fast. Yeah, the thing with Dwayne's car, like it's the gearing and the engine power and everything like that makes it so fast in straight line. Like if you watch back the footage I stream of when I was leading in Jack could not keep up at all in the straight line. The car is just nuts. And even when you look at Drift Masters during that year, if you remember in France, like everyone got left at the start line by Dwayne. And like you might have been thinking, oh, Dwayne jumped the start. It's not. That car is just ridiculous in the straight line. It's just bananas. When I was chasing in Jack in the top 4, I didn't even have to put any effort to stay on his bumper on initiation. I just kicked the car. I just left the car in second gear, by the way. I didn't even try to use third. I did in qualifying. I didn't bother after that because I didn't need to. And like the car is so fast in straight line. It's beyond the joke. 69. I don't think James is 6'9", is it? On a 2004 BMW like the Shannon's new one for 1300 on Dundeal today. Oh, an E46. That's not bad. To be fair, BMW's starting to go up in money again. 6'7", I'm pretty sure. James? Yeah, probably. It's so well set up for him, I'd have been scared. To be honest, I was like, imagine this, like you've gone into the wall hard. You know it wasn't exactly your fault, the car, the reason why you went into the wall, it was the car's fault. But it's still in your mind that you might have done something wrong. There's a reason why you went into the wall, even though it was completely the car's fault. The gearbox went in it. But it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I was just playing it safe. I was driving at about 6/10, I'd say. That whole day with Dwayne's car, because I just didn't need to risk it. I just needed to go for my second place in the championship. That's all I wanted to do after the crash. But when I got into Dwayne's car and I started driving it, I realised after the first qualifying round, I was like, actually, I could win this stuff. I could win this thing. What happened to the car? Which car, Jack? My S40? That's the thing. Dave mentioned in the Smoke and Mirrors documentary that if I'd won the event, I would have won the championship. But that's not true at all. I don't think it's true. At the event, when I was driving, I remember like I was in the top 8, and Kyle Woods is Dwayne McKeever's spotter, and I remember Dwayne telling me that Kyle did all the maths, and he said that if I won the event, I would win the championship. But then at the event itself, Dave announced over the comms that Jack had won the championship when he got into the top 4 when he beat Peden. Did he beat Peden? Yeah, he beat Peden. So I knew that. So I was getting conflicting information. So I was like, "No, we'll put that out of the way, and we'll just concentrate on trying to win the event." I was even lucky to beat Jack, to be honest, as well. Jack had steering problems. I don't think I would have beaten Jack other than the fact he had a problem with the steering. Saw an E46 for €300 not long back. They're going up in money. The next cheap cars will probably be the E92. True, very true, Cormac. John Shannon and the hammer, and it will be perfect.
Can I have a different track?
You want a different track? What track do you want to go onto?
That airplane one I had before.
Oh, the airport.
Yeah. Forgot about that track. I just remembered it there. Look at how black my hands are.
Do you want to use the same car?
Yeah.
I think that car will struggle. Honest.
I struggle.
How bad was my car afterwards?
Bad. Everything was broken, just everything.
So every single corner, suspension-wise, was gone, except for the coilovers and stuff. So like on the driver's side, let's say the steering arm was broken, the tie rod was bent, the knuckle was bent, the what else? On the rear, then there was bent control arms, and there was the tow rod, the traction rods were broken. Oh god, you need to change your camera. There you go. Oh fuck, wrong things. Oh shit.
Yep.
Which? Oh, just highlighted half the stream.
Oh.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm highlighting the stream here. It's Friday night. Yeah, the tie rod, traction rod on the rear, like everything was pretty much bent in some way, shape, or form.
Oh.
And then we went to Oman with the car after we got it all fixed up, and the car was not handling right at all. So we figured out the steering rack wasn't great. It was leaking. No problems with the steering. We got those all fixed. The car still wasn't right after the first event. Then the diff went in the first event as well. So the next event they went to try and figure stuff out. And at the second event, we actually figured out that the chassis was bent in the car from the crash. So the left side was 7mm. So the left side from the front wheel to the rear wheel was 7mm shorter than the right side of the car. So it had different. Yeah, it was all over the place.
Okay, it's been a while since I've been on this track.
If you don't own S40, what other cars would you pick to competitively drift in?
Nah.
You can't drive it? Yeah, see, you have to go way hard if you use third gear for this track now. Put it into third gear. Especially that corner is a third gear corner anyway, for sure.
Now it's gone.
Now you have to go back down a second for these ones. There you go. Watch out now, you're going downhill now, so you're going to... Yeah, that's it. If you didn't own this 14, I'll probably still drive an S chassis for the time being. I would like to drive a 370Z. That'd be cool. 370Z would be quite cool. I hear mixed thoughts about the whole Z chassis though, the 370Z, when it comes to competitive cars. No videos with damage after the event. No, I don't think so. Actually, I didn't record anything. Honestly, I was like, too like, do you know what? We'll show the car again when it's fixed. That'd be kind of cooler. I might have some stuff actually. I have to check. She needs more power. She does.
I'm not used to this track. I'm not used to changing gears either.
Yeah, I see.
I haven't done that.
You stay in those corners there, you're fine. You go right here again, and then you can kind of link it. You don't need to go right. No, this corner like a third gear.
What?
Yeah. Go back into the third gear corner again.
Ouch.
Just whip out the frame stretcher for those bad frame issues. Do you know what that is? Here, Lana, you got to stop there for a second. Oh, it's doing this shit again. There we go. Fixed. Frame
Okay.
issues should be fixed now. How do you get that yellow handbrake meter on the right of the screen pedals app? It's a custom shaders patch. You have to download it through Content Manager, and in where NECFX is, in one of those settings you can add the handbrake to it. We'll have a look. It was fairly heavy hit. Yeah, it was nuts. Like the gearbox was split open from braking fourth gear. That's what put the car into the wall, basically. All the suspension damage and such has been replaced. All the front steering arms were actually repaired. Funnily enough, they were actually repairable. Even though they had snapped in half, one of them had snapped in half. The steering hubs though had to be remade again, so we had to get some standard ones again to remake them. Good night, Jack.
Good night.
But that crash, like, it didn't just affect up my weekend, it affected up Mark McBurney's weekend as well, like, just because of a gearbox going. And what's funny, I remember doing the first run beforehand, I think I chased Mark in first or something like that. And I remember coming back to the start line and hearing a whine from the gearbox. And I knew that event, I wasn't the most confident in that gearbox going into that event. I felt like that event was going to be a gearbox breaker, and it broke the gearbox the wrong spot.
Just everything was breaking that weekend for everyone though.
Yeah, so what it's doing there, is because I've reset scenes in my streaming software here, my Streamlabs OBS. It's reloaded the chat, so it could end up regurgitating. It's done that before. The whole Facebook chat just decides to go back onto the screen again. I don't know why it does it. Windy gearbox, I mean straight cut gears. Yes. So I have a BMW gearbox. That's what I usually use on my drift car, my S14, and they're okay. But the thing is, like, people state that they're unbeatable and they're unbreakable stuff. But when you're doing you do your practice, so you do your qualifying, and then you do top 32, top 16, top 8, top 4, finals, and you're doing that for like 3 or 4 events a year or 5 events a year, that gearbox doesn't last. It's fine if you're doing qualifying and maybe 1 battle, but when you're doing like 6 or 7 battles in the weekend and the car's getting hot and the gearbox is getting hot and everything gets hot, that shit doesn't last long. If you had like a dog box or a sequential or something, yeah, it lasts long, a year, you do that for several years, but you have OEM stuff like that being pushed to its limit, they don't really last that long. Especially when you drive it for as long as they managed to get as far as this year. What was that meow noise? Richard Grass. Don't ask Lana ever to do her dolphin sounds. No. Shout out to Dwayne for lending the 180 and fair play to make it to the finals. Was unbelievable to watch. Yeah, Fury, it was like, I could not believe, like, I remember him saying to drive it and I was like, are you sure, dude? Like, seriously, it'd be ridiculous. Like, we had a few options too, like we could have driven Bass Mull's second D46, which I would have done. I would have done it, not a bother. Left-hand drive, sequential, never driven a sequential up to that point. Actually, I have driven a sequential, but not in anger. But it was an E46 and it was left and drive. And left and drive is not a problem, I can get over that, but it's an E46, it's a completely different chassis. We'd have to learn pretty much everything again. Still feel though I would have been able to get that in one run and done though, but anyway. That was one option. There's a couple of other cars. I tried to see if Dave Egan still had his 180, but that was down in Cork or something getting turbo stuff done, so that was not an option. And yeah, I didn't really try to get any car. It was my spotter Declan, it was Richie, the team manager, it was basically all the lads just asking people for me, like, because I just accepted at that point, like, that we just kind of lost
After your car came back, Maeve, Declan and Richie, they just all just scattered and disappeared, running off to different people,
Yeah,
asking
funny.
everyone. I was just
I don't
like,
really remember much of it.
what
but
is going on?
Yeah.
I was just flabbergasted at the whole thing. I was just like, wow.
Do you know what kind of hurts the injury as well, Fury? It's like, I feel like if I didn't break Dwayne's car, we would have won that event, like, hands down. I feel like I would have won that event, and that would have been amazing to get that after the shitty day and to kind of like prove Dwayne's ability to build a car and everything like that. It would have been class, and it would have been, to be honest, it would have been good for my profile too, like to turn on and say like, first time I drove this car was an hour beforehand or 2 hours before this time. And look what we managed to do. Granted, it was an amazing car, but anyway.
Okay, I don't like this track.
You don't like this track?
No.
You probably don't remember me from the old R-Fract Discord, but we used to talk a good bit back in 2015, 2016. Pancho! No, it's a Pancho? Sounds familiar.
It does, I'm pretty sure we're talking to him.
Street driven Discord, maybe. Favorite drift track, and what track would you love to drive that you haven't driven yet? Meehan. Why not?
Are we coming?
Yeah, what broke at the end? The car just died. The prop shaft. So there's what?
The people can't see anything. It's just a
There's
black
nothing to
screen.
see. It's just a screen. It's not a big deal. Are you finished driving? You are finished driving. Okay.
My feet hurt.
Right, guys, we'll probably chat for another 5 minutes here. Then we'll probably log off.
Oh.
But so the Dwayne's prop shaft, like, okay, people call it a drive shaft, right? We call it a prop shaft here in Europe, and it goes
Like
from
or follow?
the gearbox.
Thank you.
Gearbox to the differential, and his is in two pieces, and there's the smaller piece off the gearbox that broke. It just twisted. So it was actually a cheap fix because it was a cheap item to remake, and he was local. I don't know how I broke it. I must have like left off the clutch and accelerated and left the handbrake on for too long or something like that. Plus, we were using a different tire than what Dwayne uses that was grippier, maybe. I don't know. SDM with Dwight, Remco, or Fox, Remco, Sven, Chris, Mark, Nintendo. Yep, I remember you, Pancho. The Flame Wars, I know, man, we used to get pretty rowdy. Did that make you go off the track? Yeah, basically I had no drive. All the power was going to a bar that was just spinning underneath the car. It wasn't actually doing anything, it wasn't spinning any wheels. Like, I don't know, dude. I was so frustrated too, because I got out of the car and they were like, "You're calling a 5 minute rule." I was like, yeah. And like, what's the problem? I was like, I don't know the problem. This car is not mine. Like, I don't have a clue what the hell is wrong with it. And like, they were on a really strict time. It was like 5 minutes to 6 p.m.
Oh yeah.
And I remember, like, I know because I'm an ex-track marshal for the whole Drift Games, Irish Drift Championship and stuff. And I know when it gets that tight,
they get really strict on rules.
they get really strict. They get really
have
strict.
to pick a winner by 6,
like,
kind of a thing.
They get really tight about like letting people getting 5 minute rules and stuff like that, which is wrong, I suppose, because it's unfair for competition. But it's like, it makes perfect sense. Like, they're trying to get a finishing end to this, and like, I wanted to get a 5 minute rule so that I can understand what's wrong with the car, and they're trying to ask me what's wrong with the car. I'm like, the car's not mine. How am I supposed to know what's wrong with it? And so I asked for 5 minute rule. The thing came down to me and said that that I have to retire the car because it's like unrepairable, and which is grand because it was unrepairable. Like, and I knew it wasn't repairable, but it was like, fuck it, I might as well just take a chance and try and see if you can get it fixed. You never know. Yeah, it was kind of one of those things. Like, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I was kind of happy enough to get second, to get a trophy at the end of it. It was unexpected. Just didn't want to break the car, and I ended up breaking it, so it was two double whammies, I suppose, by the end of it. What would be the best cheap car to track? Cheap track car. Jeez, my English is bad at the moment. To buy for under 1,200 euros. Dylan beats me, man. Last time I bought a car was the S14 drift car I have right now. That was the last car I actually bought. That was 2011, so I don't even know the market for drift cars anymore. Sorry about that. But a BMW 46 if you can get your hands on one. Maybe an IS 200. My daily driver is a Mazda 6. 2006, 2007 Mazda 6. You know, the one where you can get the 2.3 turbo, but not that one, the basic model.
Well, it's not the basic model because it's like sport.
It has sport written on the back of it. Which is like,
Really hard.
I can't find another. It's a 07 first gen Mazda 6. And it's a sport model, so it has a like a cool body kit on it. It's got a rear wing. Yeah, I haven't seen a Mazda 6 like it since I've never seen a Mazda 6 like it. MS. Oh, this is different. Hello, MS. Don't really know how to say your name. MS, M backwards S. Dylan or NASRs. There's an NSR S14 for sale for 1,400 euros. It's a hoopty though. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you can buy something like that and it's grand, but it's like I don't. You know what are you buying there? I'm sure if it's 1,400 euros, I'd probably buy it. Yeah, Google Chrome's gone off my thing. Alrighty, guys. I think we're gonna log off here. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It was a bit of fun. Tomorrow I'm competing in that racing BY event that I was practicing earlier for. So I'll have to get up early in the morning to do some more practice on that because it starts at like 2 o'clock in the day, which is way earlier than any competition on the sim. Yeah, so I have to get up probably like 12 to do some practice. And then what? And then I'll be up to like at least 8 o'clock at night, fortunately. Yeah, and Lana got some laps in, so she got a bit of practice in. She's happy out. So thanks, guys, so much for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Probably won't be tomorrow, but maybe someday during the week. So yeah. Peace out, guys. Talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
And yeah. Bye bye.
Bye.
Play in the stream. Will I do this thing again where like pretend I've ended the stream
again.
and then like talk about ending the stream and then like talk to you or something like that? And like pretend
The
that I've ended the
hardest
stream.
eye roll ever exist happening right now.